Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Snow. I'm your host, the Gold Crow, and with me I have four of my wonderful friends with me. And we never established beforehand, but I think one of them is going to recap what happened last time. Which one of you is going to do that?
That would be me.
Okay.
All right. So last time as we were making our way to the theater, we saw that there were a bunch of workers from the apothecary observing it up and down, including Kira the Emperor. Because of the slime attack, they are closing down the theater, trying to figure out where and how they came from. So, since we need the theater to obviously be open, our party made a deal with Kira to let her bring Fido with us, and then she can gain some research data on the slimes. So we went in and saw that the slimes were coming from a downstairs area, a small hole, which we made bigger and proceeded on into this large area complex that's under the city. As we were exploring there, we fought two giant slimes and, weirdly enough, an elemental creature that kept burrowing into the ground and popping back up, which we fought by huddling together and by Nicholas riding Malcolm. And after that thing fled, we continued on to a glowing spot that we noticed earlier, where we saw a tube that is creating the slimes that had some ether on it and had these weird ropes. Those weird ropes turned out to be a roper who immediately attacked us, and the slimes machine created a bunch of random dice-like slimes as well. So, oh, and the elemental thing decided to ambush us. So we fought off all those at the same time and broke the machine, causing the ether to scatter. And Kira, curious with the ether, wanted to take one with her. Our party tried arguing no, don't, but she ignored it and claimed she also wanted to do this in order to save Professor, or learn what happened to Professor Ledric. So we instead create a second deal with her, where she will now effectively join our party and join us when we inevitably head to the ice continent. And in exchange, she was allowed to keep one of the ether shards and research.
Uh-oh.
A metal doorway, which we first used a hide object to see beyond and then went through. And beyond that, there was a giant pool of slime, which all coalesced together into this giant monstrosity that's claiming he's Ledric, and that is where we left off.
Excellent. So you can have a heroic inspiration for this session.
All right.
All right. And you stand before
Wait,
this.
heroic inspiration?
Yes.
Okay, so we're changing the reroll rules a little bit then.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Continue.
We are.
Yeah. Which it's basically the same thing. It's just you could re-roll any die immediately after rolling it, and you get to use the new roll.
Oh, okay.
But you can only have one at a time, so if you recap next week as well, it wouldn't do us any good
Yeah.
if you haven't used it this session. But you can save it.
Oh, okay. Let me put down heroic inspiration on my sheet then.
All right. Okay. But you stand before this mass of blackish green ooze that's roiling in this humongous lump full of eyes, and it has this mouth that it opens on certain parts of it, but then it like moves to different parts of it, and it has teeth as well, and it's regarding you all, saying, I know who you are. I can see the strings attached to you. They poisoned me with silence, and now you're here to shut the door forever.
No, we're not. We just opened the door.
No, we're not with, in fact, quite the opposite, Ledric. We're completely opposed to your killers.
You are just like the ones that hide behind the glass smile. You are not salvation. You are my destruction.
We don't want to be. We don't plan to be.
Don't lie. I will burn them all. They all must suffer. You will suffer. They took everything, every piece I stitched together. They'll burn, erase it like it was never here. You do not offer me sympathy. You're just a cleanup crew.
Do you want to have your revenge against Voss?
Whatever this thing is, it is not. It's going off in these just unhinged tangents, almost not listening to what you say.
Oh. Oh, yes, we're not the negotiator.
Well, time to embrace our inner cleanup crew. We have 5 people after all.
Oh my god. Really don't want to have to fight this thing.
Wait, Ledric, did you see us up there in the theater?
Whatever this thing is, it says, no more tubes, no more chains. You won't seal me again. I am awake now. I am not your subject. I am your end. You will all burn. The puppets of Ledric and of Voss and Wulfric. They poisoned me with silence.
He's not listening to us.
Poor Professor Ledric must have gone mad after the blast. Had to put him down. He shudders and lets out a garbled weep. You are not saviors. I will destroy you all. Clean up till nothing remains. And he's going to move to attack you unless you want to try something.
Wait, Ledric, they experimented on you, right? You're not the only one they're experimenting on, you know. I think they were experimenting on me too.
Do a persuasion at disadvantage. I'll let just this one.
Huh?
He's an unhinged monster right now, but
Yes, I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about what I expected. 11.
All right. Yeah, he's just gonna move to attack then. So
Yeah.
you can roll for initiative.
Unfortunate, but unhinged is unhinged.
And he's kind of feckled with Aether as well too, as you see it kind of pulsating in his body, or if you want to even call it that. I'm gonna roll for Kira.
Wow.
Apparently, Kira's very ready.
And I think she actually got this last time. Yeah, it's +2. So 22.
I win those. Question mark, I don't know.
She has +2.
Because you got a nat 20,
I have
so she got
+3.
22.
Yeah.
Well, no, she has +20. She got a nat 20 and +2, so she has 22. You only have 20.
Oh, you right.
Alright. Yeah. Sure. So let's begin at the top of the round with her as she's in shock at this monster that was her former professor. And she is going to use she's gonna throw a bottle at him and try and web him. So I'm gonna roll that. He's going to use a legendary resistance, but actually he's not.
Oh, interesting.
How big is the web? 20-foot cube. Okay. All right. So she's got. Is there anything we could do to save him?
I don't know.
Right now, he's just stuck in it, like in the webs, and it's just parts of him are just stuck right now.
Best case scenario is either we remove the ether or we try to shrink him down and distill the ledric part from the ooze part.
I think our best bet is to just go on and see if we can, and see if there's a good opportunity to try and do something.
Yeah, she's gonna move back. Alright, Proteus, it will be your turn. Except he is going to use... Never mind. It's your turn.
Okay. So, all this stuff here, what is
It's ooze.
this? Spooky stuff.
It's ooze.
Alright, how's the lighting in here? It's still dark, right?
It's still dark. Ignore the flames. It's dark.
Okay, I was actually curious about that myself. Good to know.
Then it is time to go make a small pile of rocks to hide behind.
Okay.
I don't know if it works or not, but that is what I'm doing with the action and the bonus action.
Alright. What did you do with your
I
action?
will automatically pass in the darkness, but if we want, we can roll, or we can just roll if he tries to look for me, or he might already know where I am.
Okay. If he tries and looks for you, I'll have him roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Alright. It would be the next turn, but I want everyone except Proteus to do a dexterity saving throw.
A joy.
15.
And
Will.
I'll roll Kira out in the open.
23.
Thinking. Oh, that's an 8.
Alright. Who got less than a 13?
I said Kira.
Yep.
Alright. They are going to take a total of 5 acid damage and are knocked prone, and the rest of you just take 2 acid damage.
Okay.
Oh no.
And you are prone. Okay. Now it's Nicholas's turn.
Fear prone.
Remind me, Kira is holding a torch, right?
Yeah.
Alright, good to know for future reference.
And basically what happened here is just this mass ooze just spilled out into the into this area. Missing Proteus.
Alright. Nick is going to... Let's see, I don't want to touch the ooze, so... For now... Since he doesn't have his thing... Yeah, Nick is going to cast Starry Wisp on it.
Oh, I have to do a concentration for web as well.
Oh.
Wait. Does she have... She's got to have a plus something. Yeah, she has... She has a... Yeah, she made it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, so... I'll make sure my mods are right. Been a while, yeah. 19.
19 will hit.
Alright. That will be... 13 radiant damage.
Alright.
And the usual Starry Wisp stuff is up, I think. At the very least, it can't be invisible. I can't remember if Starry Wisp sheds light or not.
I think it's just... You can see it wherever it is.
I think it's like 5 feet. It's like hardly anything.
And when...
Oh, dim light at a 10-foot radius and can't benefit from invisibility.
Okay. And when you do that, the ooze kind of encompassing his body, it begins turning into, like, antimatter. Like, darkness almost that just kind of... You see it, that aura around it, it's constantly being, like, drawn into him. It for the, say, mechanical purposes, you have that benefit of Starry Wisp, but you just see the light being just kind of drawn in and, like, almost like a black hole.
Okay.
Alright.
And
Yeah.
then he is going to give Dante a bardic inspiration for his bonus action, and then he's going to move over here to hopefully avoid getting splashed, and that'll be his turn.
Okay. Malcolm, it's your turn.
Alright, let's get the rage going.
Bah.
Bah. Where? There it is. Rainbow. Alright, let's see what we won.
Range one would be really nice here.
18. That is disrupt magic.
Wow.
Well, let's see if it casts spells, guys. Okay, Malcolm's going to grab Dante and pull him back.
Okay. That was one
Kinda
attack.
shove him, shove him around that corner. And then he's going to throw his javelin.
Okay.
$17.
That hits it. It would be an advantage as well,
Okay.
because it's restrained by the web.
Not a nat 20. So D12 plus 10.
Oh, would I have had advantage?
Yes, you would have.
Oh.
You can go ahead.
21 damage.
And that's piercing?
Yep.
Alright.
Okay, I did not get a crit.
And you watch as the damage connects with it, but then it roars as, like, holes, like polka dots appear in it.
Alright. I think that's Malcolm's turn. I'm racking my brain here. Good luck, guys.
Alright. Dante.
Right. I'm still in that spot of like, did we just go for attacking this thing right now? I mean,
There's gotta be something we can do.
wishing I had other spells potentially. Yeah, I'll guess in that case. The feeling necrotic's not going to do the best damage on this thing. So I'll just go ahead and stand up first of all.
Okay.
sucks, as we learned earlier. And I'll just, I guess I'll just toss a firebolt at him.
Alright. Roll the hit. You have advantage.
Oh my gosh. That's a crit.
Yeah, well,
That's 20.
critical firebolt.
Means it does...
2d10 plus 20, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep. 28 fire damage.
Alright, and again, as you hit it, on top of everything else, like, now it's like perspiring as this kind of liquid ooze kind of drips down its body. I forgot to roll initiative for him. Okay, good, he's not...
I was wondering if 0 was his initiative.
Okay.
We got low, so it didn't change anything, luckily.
Yeah.
Yeah, at that point... Fine right now, and I can't really see Proteus from this angle. Dang it. I'm gonna just stay here. Proteus is invisible right now.
Alright. From down here, you hear a slurping sound as through the corridor.
Oh!
Alright, and he is going. That's as far as it can go, though. He is gonna try and break out of the web, which is... Let's just... How does web go again? At strength athletics. At the end, or just as an action? Yeah, action. Okay. It's gonna try and break out with a strength athletics check. It stays in the web. Yeah. We go back to the top of the round with Kira, and she is going to she's going to move over here. And she is going to throw... she's going to do her acid slinger at the cube. 2 of them. That's a hit, and that's a hit. So that's going to be a total of 20 damage to the cube. And she's going to use the rest of her movement, which is 10 left, to just kind of go behind this thing. Alright, Proteus, it's your turn.
Alright. How far across is the door?
Like, it's about a 10-foot door.
Okay.
That no longer works because, you melted it.
Yeah.
Chiseled it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to make it look like the door is closed with a accompanying sound,
Okay.
or at least like the first one has closed. And then I'll message Malcolm that this is what I'm doing, is putting up illusions to block his line of sight and make him attack the door instead of the party when he gets loose. It will take my action to do that, but by the end of next turn, hopefully it'll be worth it.
Like, what did you put up there? Which spell did you use?
Minor illusion, just a door. I can do a sound, and I can do a 5-foot like cube at the same time. So it's just like the door sound close as it, looks like it closed.
Okay. Alright, I see what you mean. Alright, yeah, fair enough. Okay. The lair goes off. Alright. One creature in the lair must do a con save, so I'm going to randomize this.
But we're not in the layer anymore. I'm kidding.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only 5 of you. I'll have it go from Kira all the way to basically Kira, Proteus, Nick, Dante, Malcolm. That would be Nicholas. Do a con save for me.
You know, I deserve that for my joke, so fair enough. I had a feeling that it was going to be Nicholas that got hit too.
You just take in that breath and you smell dice
Yep,
once. And
8.
All right, roll a d12 for me.
Oh no.
What is this?
oh boy, are you gonna win the lottery?
9.
Okay. You watch as you're kind of like a geyser slime splashes all over you, and your body almost becomes like skeletal. But it doesn't hurt.
What?
You are now vulnerable to radiant damage.
Okay.
Alright. And it's your turn. You can make the save at the end of your turn. Because you are mutated.
Okay, gotcha. Weird, but okay. Let's see. Where's my things? Okay, I don't really have anything that works for here, so... Alright. Nick is gonna go over here. He is going to shoot a Starry Wisp at the gelatinous cube.
Okay.
$26 to hit. Oh, so close.
That hits it.
12 radiant damage.
Alright. Just shakes like jello.
Alright. He is going to go over here because he likes Kira's idea of staying far away from that thing. He is going to give himself a Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
Buffs. And that'll be his turn. Is it a con save to remake?
Yep.
Okay. That's why I BI'd myself, just in case. Nah,
You could use the
what a
VI.
Bardic... What's my dice right now? It's D8. I think at this position, I think I'm fine waiting for now.
Okay. Then we'll go
Final
on.
answer.
We'll go on to Malcolm.
All right. So he's in web, right?
Yeah. He's trying
Okay,
to break out.
Can Malcolm grab the web, pull on it, and try to, like, use it as a troll to pull the ether out of him?
It's...
Doesn't work that way?
Yeah, it wouldn't work that way.
Okay. Alright. Okay. That case, I think I'm just gonna throw 2 spear attacks into him.
Okay.
Almost a crit.
Well, that'll hit.
Can I just roll the next attack?
Yeah. In fact, yeah, rolling it all together is probably... There's a
And
crit.
that is a crit.
Okay, so roll it separately then, because...
Okay. First attack is 21 damage. Second attack is
I'll Parsher to do the math for you.
Nah, I got it. 33 damage.
And you notice it isn't as effective as it kind of like goes through like the Swiss cheese holes.
Okay.
Adapting to it.
Yeah, I figured. And that's Malcolm's turn.
All right, Dante, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and try to deal with the gelatinous cube back here really quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and Sacred Flame it.
All right.
It's almost certainly gonna fail that. Deck save.
What's your save DC?
It is a 16.
So it has a -4, so
It would
That's
have
nat
to get
20.
it.
yeah. Well, there's a
Yeah.
nat one.
Oh my gosh.
How about a nat 1?
Great. And that'll be 13 radiant.
All right. See its form just kind of splitting apart slightly.
All right. And I keep sitting here thinking I want to use my bonus action, but I know better than to approach this thing. I'll pass turn.
All right. The gelatinous cube is going to advance 15 feet with its movement. Let me just confirm that. Yeah. And then it's going to use its engulf, where it moves its movement without provoking opportunity attacks. So make a deck save.
No, I really didn't think it would be able to make that much movement.
That's why.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you were inside of it. What does that entail? You take 10 acid damage. You are suffocating. You can't cast spells with verbal components. You're restrained. And you're going to take 10 acid damage at the start of each of the cube's turns. And you basically move with it. But it has 5 more movement left, so it's going to try and get another victim. So, Malcolm, do a dex save.
That's a fail. That's only a 7.
So you take 10 acid damage and you are inside of it.
Alright, I can't grab my token.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So... But for the time being, we'll keep it there. The Ledric is going to just try and get out of this again.
And every single spell has
Okay.
something verbal.
And he is out of it. And so... I think that's an action, yeah. Then he's going to move 10.
Does he have to make the save again once he
No, he
moves
only...
inside? Okay, just once. Okay, got it.
20, 5, 10. And he's gonna... it's gonna be weird, because he's like gonna try and seep through the door, but like half of the door isn't really there, so... I'll treat it as difficult terrain. But he's gonna use his engulf to just basically move. He moves... It's basically the same as the cube. So 10... He's gonna just move up to there. Alright. That's his whole turn, though. So Kira's turn is she's gonna... Do you want to go faster? She says to you, Nick, as you look like a skeleton cat.
As of right now, I'd rather we get those guys out of the queue before he comes in. Besides, I got my own methods of speed.
Alright, she's gonna fire at the cube. 2 attacks. Let me just calculate that. I think the cube is just so bad Yeah, it's like an AC of 6 or something. Yeah. That is going to be 20 damage to the cube. It is still alive, though.
Darn, I was hoping it would be.
But it's, like, on the cusp.
Okay.
It's just going to go behind there. Alright, Proteus, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, before this guy can take legendary actions, I'm gonna try to kill this thing for you guys.
Thank you.
Attack! Parser, don't die. No. 11.
Who are you hitting?
The cube.
That hits the cube.
I was like, it might hit.
There's 4 HP left. Do you do a minimum of 4?
Yeah.
Bruh, as
it's a
it
true
melts.
strike.
I'm worried that Electric is going to use his legendary to engulf us now.
Yeah, well, I tried. I'm gonna go and hide again.
Alright. It's... Electric is gonna instead use Pseudopod on... I'm gonna roll a d6 here. On Malcolm, because he's closer, I guess. Did you reckless attack, Malcolm?
Did not.
Okay, it's just gonna do a Pseudopod at you then. 13... What was that? That's gonna be 22.
Yeah, it hits.
You're gonna take 10 acid damage. And 6 radiant damage.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, that's why he made me weak to radiant. Interesting.
Things that do that, yeah, I would probably do that.
The lair is gonna go off again, and I need both Malcolm, Dante, and Nick to do a dex save.
I was hoping I'd be out of his way. Oh well.
20.
You pass.
17.
You pass.
16.
You pass. You are gonna all just take a combined... You're all gonna take 2 acid damage. You are not knocked prone. Okay, Nicholas, it's your turn.
Okay. Let me see. Whoops, not what I wanted to do. Perfect. Alright, Nick is gonna go over here. He's gonna start with a true strike
Okay.
with his scimitar.
Alright.
Uh, 11.
That will not hit.
Didn't think so. Okay, then he's going to use his second attack to make another slash. 25.
That hits.
All right. Plus 2, so 5. 6 slashing damage,
Okay.
and then he's going to use Nick to make another attack.
Okay. How fitting.
18.
That hits.
All right. 3 slashing.
Yeah, that'll connect. And it's going to see its body.
My turn.
Oh wait, it only did 1 damage, slashing damage.
Okay.
As its body
Right, sorry,
attacks.
you were explaining that.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
All right, and then with his bonus action, he's going to teleport next to Kira because she is emitting bright light.
Okay. But what are you using to do that?
The Sun Feather Shroud.
Okay, cool. Alright, yeah.
I now need to
You can see her through
roll
the
a
cloak.
d6.
Yeah. Alright, yeah. You roll a Constitution saving throw.
Well, I need to roll a d6 because the Sun Feather Shroud, if I get a 1, I can't use it again.
Oh, okay, sure.
6.
Still active.
All right, and yes, now I need to make a con save. Sorry, I'm making a bunch of checks and stuff.
Don't worry about it.
7.
Yeah, you are
Ugh.
still, like, have this ghoulish undead visage. It's
Yep.
going to slap Dante this time. Getting a nat 1. Alright, Malcolm, your turn.
Malcolm is going to disengage. Okay.
Alright.
And maintain his rage.
Alright.
Wait, hang on. Calculating. Ugh. It's that darn engulf. I don't think I can get away from it even if I did disengage and try to get away. Alright, I guess just try to keep me alive, guys. Bulwark.
Alright. Dante.
No, it's my turn. I'm not. I'm attacking.
Oh, okay, you're attacking it. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Alright.
10,
That misses.
20.
That hits.
20 bludgeoning damage. And if it can be knocked prone, it needs to make the check.
Alright. Just let me double check some things. Can it be knocked prone? It's immune to prone.
Okay.
But after your damage goes through, it's going to erase kind of the antimatter thing. And it's going to put bricks up.
Okay.
Alright.
And that's... Malcolm's gonna move to right here, and that's his turn.
Alright, Dante.
Okay. This is a long shot. Is it possible to like study this thing regarding specifically targeting the ether?
This is much like back in Ice with the ones with the well, I'll let you do a study action if you wanna know.
Yeah, I wanna know.
I can see.
Studies.
This would be a what is this? Let me see. It would be I'm thinking it's Arcana, but
It's probably Arcana.
no, it's a Nature.
Nature. You're good at nature, right, Dante?
No, that's an int check. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's a 3.
Well, you would know with that you probably can't charm or frighten this thing.
It's kind of regretting decisions here. I guess I will go ahead and bonus action. Malcolm, do you think you need the HP more?
Honestly, I think we're both gonna go down very soon. But yeah, if you can heal one of us, then you probably want to do that.
Bonus action, healing word. First level, Malcolm.
All right.
Malcolm, you get back 10 HP.
Average.
Thank you.
And I'll risk the Offie to move this way.
All right. It's gonna smack at you. It got a nat 20.
Oh my gosh.
I can't see you.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I don't have enough luck points to reduce that.
All right. Then you're...
0 luck. That's a good thing to see on my character sheet.
Is that your
I can't do anything to reduce that.
All right. So you're gonna take 18 acid damage.
Probably not. Says anything extra?
And 18 cold damage.
That's a lot of cold damage.
Jeez. Oh, I'm down.
So you stop right there. Okay. On his turn, he is going to try and engulf both of you. So do a funny. I think you fail this just automatically because it's a dex save.
6.
That's a fail. And
Yeah.
you're both gonna take 13 acid damage. So that's one. This can't be a critical hit, so it would be only one fail because it's not an attack. And it's going to attack you, Malcolm. That's going to be a 13 for one.
Okay, that misses.
And it's going to be 18 for the other.
That one hits.
That's going to be 10 acid damage. And
Okay.
6 radiant damage.
Okay.
And it's going to move the rest of its movement over there. He's 5. Yeah, right there. Okay, top of the round with Kira. She has... She's going to... I think this is a valid move, but she's going to run up and cure wounds Dante. It's at second level. She's already used one, so she has one left after this. And what's cure wounds do? You guys are more of an expert on that. Second level.
That'd be
48 plus spellcasting.
whatever her. Yeah.
All right, 48
Yeah.
plus her int. All right, so it's gonna be 48 plus 4. Uh, 23.
Okay.
And she's gonna try and get out of there. So she was 5, 10, 15.
Taking one Offie is better than taking
20.
3 multi-attack.
She
You already used.
Y-
Oh wait, no. It
No.
rolled around. Just I've got it.
It's gonna try and attack her. It's gonna hit her. It's gonna take 10 acid, and it doesn't really matter what the other one is. So just 16. All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Alright, and that'll be your turn. Proteus, it's your turn.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Get eaten by wall. Okay, I'm going to jump out here and I will cast Phantom Force on
Okay.
him.
Okay.
So, intelligence saving throw. Hopefully he's not great at these.
With the deterioration? No.
I was about to say it's Ledric's. It used to be Ledric, but considering
Yeah, it failed.
All right. He's going to believe that there is a Persian down the hall with 2 hand crossbows shooting at him with a white coat that says the Theorem Corporation. Just going to summon Voss down the hall and make it seem like he's attacking him.
From where?
And yeah, saying things like thank you for clearing the way for me or something.
Okay.
down there somewhere, I think he said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know if he takes the damage now or if it's later.
Well, you have the spell, not me.
On each of your turns.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm
It doesn't
pretty sure he
say
takes it.
subsequent turns. I don't know.
I'll say
I think you.
he takes it now.
Okay. Then. Oh, that was a lot. 9 psychic damage. All right. And then with my bonus action, I'm going to at the very least put some cover over here for Nick, make a barrel appear.
Alright.
And no, I have to see people. Okay, that's my turn.
Alright, Nick, do another con saving throw.
Oh my gosh.
I tried to save you.
Oh, this is the layer, so.
Oh no.
Oh, not 20.
Alright, you pass that. Nothing happens. Nicholas, it's your turn now.
He is going to dump a level 3 cure wounds into Malcolm.
Okay. You would probably have to step out from behind this thing to actually touch Malcolm. Because you'd actually have to, like, reach your hand inside.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Alright.
Slime just sees hands coming outside, coming through a barrel and touching a sheep.
It's the cat reaching out of the dark just to, like, slap something.
That's pretty juicy.
30. Yep, Malcolm, you get 37 HP back.
Much above average.
And with his bonus action, Nick is going to teleport back to Kira.
Okay. You're in the wall right now.
6.
Oh, sorry. Right here, I guess.
Yeah.
And he's going to use some movement. 5, 10, 15, 20. And. Or no. 20. Yeah, he's going to end there.
Okay. And do a con save.
Yep. Eight. I used my con save luck at the previous one.
Okay. Malcolm, you are currently engulfed by this thing, but it's going to slap you
Okay.
at advantage. That's 22.
Yeah.
So 10 acid and I guess 6 anything, because it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
So 16.
And I take 10 because I'm inside of it, right? Or is that unique to the gelatinous ooze?
It's on its turn when you start taking that.
Okay.
Yeah. You can make
All
an
right.
action to get out of it, or teleport if you have the means.
I can't grapple Dante and try to move him over here.
I'll say you can grapple Dante, but
Okay.
you're going to do another strength check to basically get him out as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nat 20.
Okay, so you're out. So you're like, great. You just walk out of it. but Dante's still stuck in it, and you gotta kind of.
All right, and that is well over 20.
Yeah, and you got him. I guess technically you shouldn't have been able to do that, but yeah, I'll let it happen because I already said it.
Okay.
I guess that would like count as one of his attacks.
Yeah, and you have to use an action to get out of it.
Oh.
No. Well, what I wanted to do was I would have stayed inside, and I just would have grappled him and moved him right here.
Okay, then yeah, you got him out then,
Okay.
and you could still technically attack, I guess.
Yep. All right, so can we do it like this? Can the 20 be to try to get him right there, and then the next one be a reckless attack for me to attack?
Sure, yeah, and that would
Okay.
hit. It would be at disadvantage though because you're restrained inside of it.
Oh, okay, so I guess I gotta
Reroll.
re-roll any. If I'm re-rolling anyway, then I'm not gonna reckless attack.
Okay.
Bye.
Yeah,
Bye,
this has
nat
been
20.
this has been my luck for the past several times I played. Okay, let's see. That's still a 16.
Yeah, you'd hit it in that case.
Oh wait, the 17. And I'm gonna use the pike.
All right, so that's piercing.
Yeah.
All right.
I think it's too big to be pushed though, so oh well.
Huh.
17 damage.
Okay, it is currently resisting piercing, as it's 4, so that will turn into an 8.
Okay.
Is that your turn?
Yes.
It's
Well, I'm maintaining rage.
yeah, it's going to attack.
Actually, I'm gonna drink a greater healing potion.
Okay, with a bonus action, sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me just mark that off of my sheet real quick.
4d4
I
plus
believe
4.
it's 4d4 plus 4. Okay.
Ooh.
12.
All right.
Average.
Yes.
But it's
Yeah, average.
going to use its last legendary action to attack Pro and Dante.
Oh, please no.
A 19 on the dice. So
He is inside he's inside of an illusion barrel.
okay, so this will be at disadvantage. I'll treat it as disadvantage. I think it's still hitting. I rolled.
Wouldn't it just be neutral?
Oh yeah,
I'm prone. Yeah.
yeah. So I'll just re-roll it all together. It was a 17 on a 19 on the dice. Okay, so I don't. 22.
I can shield that.
Oh, thank
That's
goodness.
barely.
Right, there goes my use of shield.
All right.
It's an important thing to shield.
Well, it is your turn now.
Okay. First off, Malcolm is at over half. That's good. Standing up. So just have my movement. I will then. It's gonna be a weird turn. Did I?
Wait,
Malcolm, I'm.
Continue. I forgot to roll my d6. Just
Ah.
continue.
Yeah.
Malcolm, I'm gonna go ahead and use. Let's see. I'll go ahead and use a level 2 cure wounds on you, because I think I used level 1 last time, right? Or it was healing one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
okay.
level 1.
Level 2 cure wounds. Be 48. Just thinking.
15 is what it said to me.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you get 15 HP. Well, unfortunate. Oh, yeah. Very low in that. That's really unfortunate. And then, since I know he's already used his reaction trying to hit Cure earlier, I will bonus action dash.
Okay.
So I've got 60 movement now because of the remaining 20.
All right.
I apologize if I'm ruining your cover. I just don't want to get cornered in the other room.
On the bright side, he can't go after all of his targets at once.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. It was better to kind of split up here. Okay, that is absolutely everything I can do.
All right. So Malcolm, you're going to take 26 acid damage as you begin to get dissolved, and it's going to move towards this, and it's royal in pain as it tries to engulf him. But he's like dodging out of the way, I guess.
Yeah.
And he's gonna lay one into the Voss clone and one into Malcolm. So one for Malcolm. That is 22.
Yep.
So 16 acid and something else damage. All right, wait. This does matter because it might be bludgeoning, piercing.
Okay.
Yeah, let me see if it is. You take fire, so yeah, 16 damage in total.
Okay.
And that will be its turn. Top of the round with Kira. She's gonna cast haste on you, Nick.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
All right.
We don't got a haste, so I'm just gonna use bolster.
All right. And she's gonna sort of keep her distance. Proteus, it is. Actually, it's going to use a legendary action to attack Voss, which does nothing. And then it's Proteus's turn.
All right, I cast Vortex Warp on Malcolm.
Okay, where do you put him?
You have saved the sheep.
I was about to ask. Hey, does anyone get Vortex Warp?
Okay, I'm sending you over to the medics.
All right.
Sad sheep.
And I'll need a new cover position, so I will go over here.
Okay.
And then hide again.
All right. That's where you want to be.
And he'll take the damage again from Voss.
All right.
I think that it just works, right?
Yeah, it just works. But
just works.
I forgot to overwrite his piercing thing. Is now psychic.
That does make sense. He's resisted half of 9 psychic damage.
So 4. 4 damage in total. Okay. The lair is gonna go off, and 30 feet from a point, which I think is gonna be Dante. So it's gonna hit Dante and Proteus. So you both do dex saves.
Okay.
There's
I'm
a
sorry.
tidal wave of ooze
Okay.
goes your way.
Okay. So. Nice.
I can't see that because Parker's not.
You got a nat 20.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay.
good.
So you take 2 acid damage, Dante. Well, Proteus takes 5 acid damage and is prone now.
I'm gonna quickly
It's-
restart Discord on my end just because I think that might fix this.
Alright. And then it will go to Nicholas's turn.
Okay.
Oh, wait, a concentration check.
Oh, you are right. Does Voss survive?
Oof.
Let's see. Yes, all of my characters have 1 con these days. Nah!
Oh, wait. Oh no, you don't have the verdict.
Goodbye, Voss.
Yeah, as you hear him scream in agony. Alright, Nicholas. Hasted Nicholas.
Alright, well, since he's got the speed for it, he's going to... Wait, let me check something. Check to make sure Kira's still within 60 feet. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. Can you see out
He
to
is-
60 feet? Or can you see her?
Yeah,
I mean,
he
she's
has
got
blind
light.
sight.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
she's got light and he's got blind sight, so yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, Nick's gonna go over here and he's going to lay in a bunch of attacks.
Okay.
He's gonna start with True Strike.
Okay. He is not currently resisting Radiant.
I'm gonna Bardic Inspiration that.
Okay, it'll hit because it's 13 you're looking for.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Alright.
How much AC?
Oh, whoops. Wrong dice notation. Uh, 16 radiant damage.
Okay. But now the Radiant will go up, overriding the fire.
Alright. Then he gets his next attack with extra attack.
Alright,
26.
that'll hit. He is resisting slashing, I should point out, with the...
Yeah, not much I could do about that.
Got the resistances.
8. Well, actually, there is, but I'll do it later. Okay, so he deals 8 slashing.
reduced to 4.
Alright. Nick.
Yeah.
14.
Oh,
Which I
that
believe
hits.
you said hits.
Yeah,
Alright. Okay, 5 slashing.
reduced to 2.
And then he gets one more attack action thanks to haste.
Yep.
And he's going to switch to his rapier for this one.
Okay. Does it still have... No, it got overwritten by bludgeoning, so it... it's...
Okay, unfortunately this isn't a very good, but... And that's a nat 1.
Alright, that'll miss.
Teleport away!
Okay, you have teleported.
It's so silly.
D6.
And con
Yeah,
save.
he is going to give himself another Bardic Inspiration. And then I will give my... And I will D6 and con save. Alright.
Look at all those dice on that turn.
Okay, I still have the Shroud.
Alright.
And I'm going to... No, I'm going to save my Bardic Inspiration.
Okay. Then
I may be risking this, but I am going to save it.
we will go to Malcolm next.
Oh, it is Malcolm's turn. 5, 10, 15. Is that enough to... Is that a little bit enough to see, or do I need to see more of him to... I gotta go right here. I'll just,
Yeah.
I'll spear him.
Alright.
Ugh.
That would miss.
16.
16 hits.
Uh, 15 piercing damage.
Alright, he is not resisting piercing right now, but now he is. And that's gonna overwrite the slash.
Alright. And that's Malcolm's turn.
Alright.
Well, he's gonna say, "Hey, Kira, did you see that bag sitting on that box over there?"
Yeah, what about it?
Well, we saw it on the way in, but we couldn't figure out what it was. Do you think you could check it out real quick if we get the chance?
I probably did know.
I could try. If you recall correctly, you did hear skittering sounds, like sounds coming from.
Okay.
We did check.
All right. I did not remember that. Okay. Never mind then.
Okay. That's your turn?
Yes.
Alright, Dante, it's your turn.
Okay, this is a little awkward. I can see him now. And I hate that we've had to kind of give up this plan of
Yeah, I can't think of anything to do.
I don't think he's resisting necrotic right now, so I'll go ahead and Toll the Dead with save.
Alright. Fail.
Okay. Here comes the juicy 2d12. 18 necrotic.
Okay, well, he is reducing necrotic now, and he is kind of falling apart now. That's going to replace the bludgeoning. So now there's, like, light kind of emanate, like this kind of... It's light that doesn't really emit anything, but it's, like, canceling out the necrotic damage.
Just kind of...
Like a black
almost
light.
like bioluminescence.
Alright.
And then I will use my remaining movement to I'll stop there.
Alright. He's going to move 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then he's going to engulf. 5, 10, 15. I'll treat this as a difficult terrain. So 25.
No.
30. So,
Oh no.
So first, let's do this in order. So Malcolm, do a dex save.
15.
That is a fail.
Okay.
You want a bardic inspiration that?
Oh, I can bardic inspiration that. 18.
That's a pass. So you could go anywhere 5 feet away. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I was right there, so I'm gonna move like right there.
Yeah.
No, wait. I can only move. Where I was right here, right?
Yeah. And it tried to
Okay.
engulf you, so you can move 5 feet away.
Okay.
And 1, 2, 3, Kira. 4, 5, 6, Malcolm. Kira. She's gonna make a dex save.
It's unfortunate.
Fail. So she's going
Yeah.
to take. Oh, where's the? When you initially, that's only 13 when you initially go inside of it. All right. What I'm gonna do is go like this. All right. And that will be his turn. It's her turn. I don't.
You, I hate to say
yeah,
this,
the
but you
con
have to roll
save.
concentration.
No.
Please pass.
All right. Yeah, she passed.
Oh, thank goodness.
All right. She's gonna try and get out, even though her strength is -1.
Another below average strength
Yeah.
for the party.
That was her whole turn. So, it's going to attack Malcolm. Did you recklessly attack Malcolm?
I did not.
That is well above 20.
Yeah.
So 16 damage total between. I gotta see. Wait, don't do it yet. So that is slashing damage. So it's 13 damage total. All right. Then we're gonna go to Proteus.
All right. Once again, my turn has been decided, and moments before it happened, I'm gonna get up from prone and vortex warp Kira. Whee!
She coughs. Takes.
All right, and then, I don't think I have an angle on Malcolm, so I can't really give you a way to disengage for free. So, all I can do is go back and hide.
All right. He's gonna smack Malcolm in that again. 20 this time.
Yeah, that's still gonna hit.
All right.
Yeah, he's too far away.
That is going to be a weird type, so I don't think you're gonna resist this. Yeah, radiant. So 16 total damage. All right.
Peril strats, guys. Peril strats.
On to. So I'm gonna roll a d5 here because a con save is in your future for one of you. 2, Malcolm, do a con save.
Alright.
Oh
Okay, this is a +6.
no. Oh wait, this.
Yeah, that's just.
Oh
an
my
8.
gosh.
All right, that's a fail. So roll a d12.
3.
You begin to mutate, and you have like Swiss cheese holes through you now. Or no, you become like a balloon, actually.
Vulnerable to piercing.
Ground sheet float away.
You're almost like, it's almost like Malcolm is a balloon animal, but he's like not inanimate. He's still, himself. All right.
He has become the plushie.
Nicholas, it's your turn.
All right. Well, I'm not escaping this thing, obviously, so I think it's time I stop caring about that. All right, Ledric, you want to play? We'll play. Nick is going to go up to him. First things first, he is going to throw a level 4 Cure Wounds into Malcolm.
Okay.
8d8
Yep, the 8d8.
plus 4, I guess.
Malcolm, you get back 52 HP. Oh my gosh.
Dang.
Oh,
That
Nick
was... Wow.
Nick is doing very good at healing today. And
Job.
with his hasted action, he is going to use his scimitar since it's not resisting slashing right now.
No, it does not have like drapes through it right now.
Okay.
It's really neat having to mix up our damage types.
21.
That'll hit it. But it is now does have resistance to slashing after this goes through.
Okay. 8 slashing damage.
All right.
And Nick can't teleport to Kira, so he's gonna hold his ground.
All right. Do a con save for the. Or did you pass that already?
No, he's not past that. Thanks for the reminder.
All right.
This is the one time where I really need to pass it. And I'm not even gonna...
Ugh.
It will go to Malcolm's turn next then.
All right. What is it resisting currently?
It looks like it's resisting necrotic, slashing, radiant, and piercing.
Okay, I'll hit it with my maul then.
All right.
4 at a time.
18.
That hits.
$11 bludgeoning damage.
All right. It's feeling the pain as it now becomes resistant to bludgeoning.
And what does it become normal to?
It gets rid of the radiant.
Okay. I'll just try again.
It currently has
Yes,
slashing,
it
bludgeoning,
does.
and piercing, and necrotic.
Okay, another 18.
That will hit.
20.
So how does Balloon Animal Malcolm finish it off?
Thank goodness.
Okay, okay, the tie on his tail comes undone and he goes flies around the room, and his weapons are like spinning all around with him, and he just flies through him.
And yeah, you just kind of glide through this thing, and it just kind of like sloshes it all, just like slime and just ooze just goes all over the place. And after this, Nick, and you return to normal.
Okay.
Okay.
And after that subsides, you feel the wave of lethargy, Nicholas, as she drops concentration too.
Figured.
Malcolm's gonna run up to the sludginess, and he's gonna scan him right away.
Okay.
Once Nick's no longer lethargic, he'll do a scan too.
Yeah, she's just kind of looking at the puddle of what was once her mentor.
Yeah, maybe she'll scoop some of it up. I don't know.
Yeah, Kira, you're gonna want to grab whatever you can. We may not have been able to save him, but we can try to figure out exactly what they did to him.
Here.
Dang it. Dante runs up. He's actually even holding the diamond that Proteus previously gave him. This could be risky, but well, I don't know. I don't know if you can even revive him proper. I'm not sure if it would still be him, or if it would just be round 2.
Do a religion check.
Yeah, I was like, that sounds like a religion check.
Things that I have special.
I would give you a enhanced ability, but it's too late. Oh, he's fine.
25.
So, you're about to do this, but then you realize that might be a bad idea. Like, a way you could potentially save him is a very advanced spell that's almost kind of... It would be true resurrection to kind of bring him back, because the way Revivify will work will just kind of bring him back how he was. And depending on what you're planning, like the window for it's going away.
He's like, yeah, he holds the diamond tight and just kind of his arm goes slack as he looks down at the puddle. It's I wish I could do something, but
It's better
All,
this.
all I know is
I know logically we had to do. There was nothing left there.
I'm sorry, Kira.
We set his soul free, which, to be honest, is a fate that most of Deuterium's victims don't get.
Dante's gonna just go ahead and put the diamond he has back into uh, his pack, and then instead pulls out just some of the stuff he's got from his acolyte gear and just gets ready to set up a proper rite to send off Ledric. Even if it's, well, a bit late on this, I think he deserves something proper. I don't think he ever got something. I doubt he ever truly got something before, if
Just a
well, this
memorial
entire thing
from
was a...
Deuterium.
Yes, but well, the whole thing was almost certainly a cover-up, and he's had to be this for who knows how long now. And assuming no one plans to interrupt him, he's gonna give Ledric a proper death rite.
But that doesn't stop the fact that I want revenge for this.
Oh, we're gonna get it.
Yeah. What happened here, the people who did it are gonna pay.
I technically, for all intents and purposes, work for them.
Well, technically, so do we, so kind of. I guess we're technically, I don't know, paid scholars or whatever you want to call a student.
But if you guys are opposing Deuterium, you've got to realize you're in and over your heads if it's just the five of us. They run the entire city. On a whim, they could do what they did to him and cover it up.
Well, we've seen our fair share of things that they've been doing, and yes, I do think that we are in over our heads, but no one else seems to really notice or care.
Say it's clearer and clearer every day just how far in over our heads we are, but at this point it's a bit late to really turn back.
There's not a chance I'm going to look away from this. I already accepted the possibility that I'd run into a brick wall with Deuterium, die for it, but this is my purpose in life now, so if I die fighting Deuterium, well, at least I tried. That's more than a lot of people will.
And
Hence Proteus's escape and exit plan at this point, so
and that brings up that question. What's it going to accomplish if you're apparently running off to the ice continent?
Well, ousting their lies to the world will hold them accountable. If for nothing else, then for the MDRA and Hallowed Flames suddenly being able to take a much more aggressive approach with their tactics.
it's the fact that I don't like where this has ended up, but well, when Proteus pitched the idea, it was just kind of a wake-up call of, I mean, then again, a lot more has kind of happened as of late, where it's just, when we're done with this, we're almost certainly going to just be marked as fugitives, outlaws, and other things, and
Because
that's going to be all encompassing on the air continent.
because they're no strangers to rabble rousers. spreading inconvenient information about the Theorem Corporation? What makes you think you're not going to be just another voice that's just flavor of the week that's given credit for 1 week and then just forgotten in the next, and they just continue doing this?
It's simple. We're going to be showing the Howled Flames their one of their little operations soon. Or at least that's the current plan. We may change that and go in ourselves, but more than likely we're going to bring the Howled Flames straight to one of their operations, and once the Howled Flames sees it, well, that will begin something, I would imagine.
But Nick, don't you remember that what Estelle said? She said that the Hallowed Flames have gone and killed a whole bunch of Manticore just because they could before. What if this whole thing really does get them just to go out and kill all the Maniborn that are in the city?
Well,
See,
if they want to do that, the Theorem would then be aroused as a hero for trying to attack them back. They're not stupid enough to do that.
I also don't think that, I think that at this point in time, what ifs and the possibilities don't matter anymore.
Do you know
Well,
about
Proteus?
Do you know about Project Horizon?
Yes.
Well, we've heard about it.
I'm pretty sure we've seen some of the results where they're sending advanced automata after select groups of interest. I don't know what they all had in common, but they've been getting progressively stronger and stronger. One of them was almost toasted, and it nearly toasted us.
Well, it's still in the development stage. I've never heard of one going out, but the whole point of Project Horizon was to avoid the atrocity of the Sorcerer Lords and the Inquisition. Because if you think back to it, it was, Monoborn and the Inquisition at odds. The Sorcerer Lords drew the first blood, and the Inquisition overstepped. But where does that leave people like me that are not faithful and don't have Monoborn powers? We're caught in the middle of it, and we're just supposed to watch it happen while we fall victim to it, and that's what Deuterium is trying to propose. So they're going to have a lot of people rallying behind them if the Hallowed Flames goes on another crusade.
Doesn't help either that there's an uptick in the number of Manaborn as of late. So that's kind of additional fuel to the fire for the Helled Flames.
Well, the way I see it is that ultimately the victims are far worse off with the theorem.
Well, you tell them that.
I mean,
remember
so
with the
far
theorems-
they're doing a pretty good job of not believing it themselves.
Well, there are some...
Right, but
You've seen
what
the
about
protesters.
outside of...
But there are some who have faith, and when they're proposed security like that, some are worried of becoming a police state, but some see Horizon as total security against Monoborn like you or the faithful trying to keep us all in line. And I'm not supporting this. Don't get me wrong. I'm just telling you the general perception if you're going to get the Hallowed Flames involved.
Out of character, do we know the general public perception of Deuterium just like far outside Loom Halls, and like what is the general consensus of them again?
They're
Aircon.
generally they're known as just like the pinnacle of innovation. It's mainly people in the city you get protesting them,
Okay.
and it could go either way from like the outside too. Some could see it as it might just be split down. I wouldn't even say it's split down the middle. It's it's hard to get a consensus or something like that.
It's one of those sorts of things of like it's a public company, mega corporation type deal. Like most people are just either going to be indifferent or
Yeah,
neutral.
exactly.
Okay.
Here's the thing. It's like you said, we're in a point where that's pretty much all we've got. If we try and expose them ourselves, we'll just be the next conspiracy theorist. At least if the Howled Flame starts exposing them, well, at least they've got an army and they've got a means of going against them.
Right, but then
Unless-
that just ends up potentially coming off as tyranny of some sort, and especially if no proof is ever shown.
Well,
Yeah, our
plenty
only
of proof.
proof is
We're
under our,
going.
our
we're
only
going-
proof is under our feet right now.
We're showing them We're showing the Howled Flames their facility, which they're using to experiment on the students. I'm sure going
Right,
through that
but-
is going to give them plenty of proof.
But imagine, I mean, I'm thinking about this now about the outside perception. Only the Howled Flames would know about this, and they would just be the ones barging into Theorem. You'd have to have this proof shown very publicly.
That was my original idea, yeah.
All right, Dante, what's your means? What's your plan?
Well, he's right. Dante is right.
You'd effectively have to take something and just display it in the streets where everyone can see it before the theorem gets a chance to do anything. Which, I mean, that potentially involves at that point rating the experiments that we found, doing it all ourselves, and then showing that out.
But then what? And then what makes it so that it's not just cover it up and throw it away again?
If enough people were to see it, then they can't. I mean, that's too many people to cover up if it's wide enough of a breach. But
Then why don't we just have Proteus show his crystal to everyone at that point?
Well, I would need an audience or a stage, if you will.
You mean
And-
like the one we're gonna be on Friday?
Well, there's caveats to my crystal. I would need probably Polly's help if I were to try to turn that into a projection of some kind. And there's no guarantees that would even work.
Well, see, my point is simple. Whatever we do, we need it to be something large and massive. And if it's just we go down there, we find proof, we bring it back, and then it goes nowhere, then we have effectively done nothing. At least the Howled Flames will cause a massive ruckus.
I'm just worried about the outside perception of what the Howled Flames does. The biggest concern is this looking like another case of what happened with the Sorcerer Lords, and at that point you have to worry about people thinking, are the Howled Flames overstepping their boundaries?
I mean, they already have been for a long time.
Right, but this is talking something extreme to the point that it looks like now...
I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying what I want to hear is something more tangible. I want to hear how we're going to blow it out of the water without using the Howled Flames, because otherwise, what we're doing needs to be something big.
And that's what I'm wondering. Because I think you don't get the total ramifications if you let the Hallowed Flames loose and they find something unethical like this.
I mean, I'm less worried about them going after Monoborn, and I'm more worried about them going after artificers, if anything.
That's my point. And
You'd have an addendum to the edicts at that point.
I wouldn't have it the other way. I don't want them haplessly slaughtering people for just being monoborn.
We do have some level of access to media outputs.
We have Arlo, but I don't know how well Arlo's
Well,
going to
I doubt
be.
a paper of any sort is going to be the same thing as
well, they could
tangible
get
proof.
him because he's in in this city. I was thinking of Alara actually.
Alara
She's
Windcrest?
Wait,
she's just far enough away from the city that her being able to spread information would actually rally the information against them outside and then inwards.
right, but then we're
That
asking her to put a target on her back.
Well, the theorem is already strangling out her city as it is.
I can't deny it. I think that is probably at least a decently strong way of going about it. She's probably our only way of getting this information out here and into the wider world. Though I don't know if she will be willing.
The other thing that we, again, would really need to do is visit Holly. I don't know if you think we could ever convince him to work with us on this or not, but
He's.
I only have the one recording, and either displaying it or reproducing it is not something I've tried to do, though I have a feeling, given what I've seen him set up before with projectors, I think he has the ability to do something about replicating it in some capacity.
Right, but he's more interested in just scanning the creatures about. I mean, I don't
Uh,
know
let
if
let Kira talk first.
I. I. The problem is, if you did something like that, he would. You would put a target on him as well. So when you're going to do this, I hope you have an escape plan all set up.
the
Yeah.
airship problem.
Well, that's what I'm saying is we have to make sure that when we set up everything, so when Alara starts distributing this information en masse, is the same day we steal the airship. And anyone who helps with this needs to be on that ship.
Effectively asking anyone else to help for a one-way trip.
I'm going to tell you now, like, there's not going to be many people who are going to want to go to the ice continent. I've heard that is a very hospitable place, and
Well, we know one who does want to go. The hard part's just going to be telling her all this without, her going and yapping to the Hall of Flames about it all. I mean, she ain't part of the Hall of Flames. She's a student at the school, like you used to be, actually. I don't know if you heard of her. Her name's Rebecca. She's a Leafeon.
and that would be, even if she wants to go, that would be she's a student. That's, you're pretty much asking her to give up on all of her academic pursuits.
Sort of more
Well, I mean,
alumni.
if she wanted to go there anyway, I think she was already planning on doing that.
There are a few more other rooms ahead. Should we go into those?
Yeah, I was just about to say, I
Check.
think we probably want to be thorough here.
Given this whole area down here was Ledric repurposing this or setting it up, I'm not entirely sure still.
Oh, good, more door.
I can't. Oh, right, the door's there.
Is this one locked like the other one?
It opens.
Okay.
You're gonna open it?
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh my gosh. This whole time we could have used this little side door instead.
The front door gave us more leverage.
yeah, you're.
We should go study the creepy space ooze.
All right.
Yeah, it's a kind of bubbling pile of just roiling ooze as you see bubbles go to the surface and just pop.
Is this like the same kind of ooze that Ledric
Yeah,
was, or
and all the ether that was kind of in him is kind of dispersed where he died, and it's inert.
and there's no ether in this by comparison?
No, like when he formed up, all the ether that was in this pool kind of gathered up into his form.
Okay. So they turned him into ether.
She says, or whatever that rock is that you're keeping from me seems to have what turned him into that.
We get a chance to research it soon. Like we said, there's stuff we can't talk until we're out of here.
There are two other kind of pathways going off to the left and right.
What's-
Is this whatever this is real?
It leads to a tunnel.
Okay.
What's beyond here?
It looks like a tunnel.
Oh, okay.
So there's
Got
three.
the wee ways.
In the way you're going, Malcolm, there is a desk with papers scrawled all over it in a very messy, unorganized manner. Some are partially burned by what looks like acid, but there's also a small book.
All right. He grabs it.
Okay.
And he's gonna try to read it.
All right.
What he can of it.
And the remaining pages of it are barely legible, and just ink and slime just blur into another, but the last words kind of scrawled are this.
Butcher and White. That's a good name for Wolverick, right?
This is creepy.
There's also just kind of a pool of more of this ooze right here in this one.
Part of me is wondering if we want to potentially take back any of the slime with us, just given its nature, I guess.
And then there's another pathway over here, and then the tunnel that goes up ahead.
Yeah, next gonna look into this pathway.
In this room, there is kind of this waterfall of ooze just falling down this fountain. Or it's kind of fixed against the wall, but there's just kind of this acidic ooze just falling down.
The place has so much ooze in it.
Was Alberius his last name, or
That was his first name.
oh, first name?
Yeah, Ledric is his last name.
Alberius von Ledric.
All right, you guys. If there's nothing else we want to see here, we need to head beyond this passageway over here.
What were you doing in there, Proteus?
I was just checking out the place, making sure there weren't anything in there.
Okay, do a
Is
perception
Malcolm still
check.
trying to read?
Proteus, do a perception check if you're looking around.
Okay. Perception. Oh,
Okay.
Dang.
Can Dante perception in this room?
If you're looking,
Is the same kind of slime as like the main room, or is it different?
it's the same kind, except it's just in a pool. Rather, in this room, it's like a waterfall. It's against the wall, but the slime's kind of falling down from a higher incline over the edge.
Okay, that does make me curious, like where that slime is trying to like source from.
well, we can go send a friend to tell us the answer. Maybe.
Okay.
Before we leave, does anyone else have any extra bottles? Because I feel like this slime is probably important. We take some with us, given, you know.
Malcolm gives him the vial that used to be his greater healing potion.
I don't know if you also plan to take any samples with you.
Yeah,
Here,
she's
this-
already done it.
Yep. And Dante will also acquire a vial of this stuff.
You were doing something with a friend?
Yeah, we're gonna make our good friend the octopus and send him up.
The slime?
Yeah, up the slime waterfall.
I'm getting the feeling it's just going to dissolve the moment it touches the slime, but we'll see.
What's its connection to you? Like,
Oh,
how do you perceive it? Do you like see through it, or does it just...
it's not like the
You'd have to.
copies.
He would have to just like come back, I guess.
Okay. Roll
I mean,
a
he lasts a long time, so
roll a d6 for me.
go, my octopus. 2.
Something's up with this thing, because you send it in there and it instantly melts, but when the octopus tried to go up the waterfall, you could almost see some sort of tunnel on the other side of it.
I just got an idea. I have the hazmat suit on me still.
Okay.
If I were to put the hazmat suit, like just try to dip it in the slime, does it melt?
What does the hazmat suit protect you from?
Poison.
Oh, it's poison.
Good thought, but wrong damage.
Let's see, something is up there, huh? Well, you have mage hand, don't you? Oh wait, yeah, we have to find a way to swim up it.
More like
There's a
there's
tunnel.
like something behind the ooze waterfall. You can't really see through it, but you saw it when the octopus kind of got dissolved as soon as
Oh,
it
like
got.
there's a like at the top of the
No,
slime
at the
waterfall
bottom of it.
behind.
Behind it, yeah.
Yeah, cave behind the waterfall, basically.
Okay.
Oh well then.
I don't know about coming. Whoops, walls. I don't know about coming back, but if one of you can get a light shining beyond the ooze waterfall, I could teleport there.
Don't you have to see it and it has to be bright light?
Let me check.
And it's thick. You can't see through it. It's full cover.
Oh,
Because
never mind.
you can't even see. The reason you couldn't see this cave is because the ooze was kind of covering it.
Never mind. Then yeah, no, I
Can
couldn't.
Malcolm pick up the door that he chiseled out of the wall?
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, he's gonna go back and get it. He's gonna carry it back. Excuse me, Proteus. And he's gonna try to hold it out in like a ramp sort of way to try to move this I wish I could like draw or something. To make it so that we can at least try to see past.
Yeah, I'll let you do that. The door's gonna kind of melt away pretty fast,
Okay.
but you see there's kind of a small doorway or a small tunnel that leads to kind of a kind of rubble pathway, like a pathway with just kind of a bit of rubble on the end.
I got another idea.
Get another door and we all jump at the one moment we have?
Nah, something that can hold up to the acid. So he's gonna go like all the way out here, and this is turned off, right? There's
Yes.
nothing in it.
Yeah.
Okay, he's going to break the glass,
Okay.
and he's going to find a larger chunk of it.
I'm gonna have you do a strength sleight of hand.
Okay.
Very interesting.
You still have the bardic inspiration.
Just to not, like, completely shatter the glass.
Yeah.
No,
I
Malcolm
get
doesn't.
I get advantage on rage strength checks, right?
Yes.
Because okay.
The
So
rage
that's
be still
gonna be
going.
that's a 17.
You managed to, like, perfectly get out this kind of, this large slab of the glass.
Yep. And he's carrying it back.
Yeah. Alright.
So now he's gonna do the same thing with that.
Alright, and yeah, it's resistant to it. So, it provides kind of a umbrella of sorts. Roll a d6 for me too, Malcolm.
Okay. 1.
You get 1 luck point for thinking something clever outside of your character sheet.
Darn.
Yeah, so you could get into the tunnel if someone kind of just uses it as kind of like an umbrella.
Yep.
Alright. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Who's
guess.
going?
So you're just like passing it between the line?
Yeah, passing it between each other to get back there.
Or just Malcolm just stays there and holds it up.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll just
Stand
hold
underneath
it
the
up
waterfall.
and
Alright, you are in a tunnel, like a small kind of enclosed tunnel, but at the end of it there's kind of like rubble blocking a doorway.
All right.
Alright.
How big is the rubble? Just it's not. I'm assuming it's not something we can sweep aside.
You'd have to take a bit of time or do something with like siege damage to get through it or something.
Hey Malcolm, you've got a maul.
Okay.
walls
Okay.
don't do siege
Yeah,
damage.
they do
I could
bludgeoning
have
damage.
sworn. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of some. Excuse me. I was thinking of the maul that Sergey had for some reason because that has the. Whoops.
I have
Completely different character.
a bomb, says Kira.
Well,
think
sure.
this
Let's
is-
give that a try.
Yeah, I think if there's ever a moment to use it, this is probably the best moment.
Alright. So it needs to do 15 damage in order to get through.
Okay.
Oh boy.
And it does It does 46.
Okay. Overkill.
46 or 4d6?
4d6.
Okay.
Oh,
So on average,
Ooh,
it's not gonna
that's-
do it.
Yeah.
No, on average, it is going to do it. Average is 1646.
what?
46 is average
46?
is 14.
24.
We're all bad at math.
46
12.
Is
is
24, so it's
14.
13.
Yeah. And this is a threshold kind of thing. So,
Okay, well.
We'd have to have extra damage of some sort to do anything here. Does anyone have
Something
anything
also
that's...
the explosive.
I'm thinking about it.
I guess Nick
Hit
could
it with
just
booming
use.
blade.
Well, Nick could just use Shatter because that does deal
Oh.
extra damage
oh
to
yeah,
objects.
for sure that would do it then. Yeah, if you're gonna
Okay.
shatter.
Yeah, okay. Nick's gonna. We'll not use the bomb. Nick will just use level 2 spell slot to cast Shatter.
Why don't we just use both actually?
Guarantee it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright.
So do your shatter with 4d6 on the end of it.
Okay. Alright.
In theory, this will work. Because the average of that is going to be 25.
22. Of course, I roll below average, but oh well.
Yeah.
That's
As
very
the
much what we wanted both.
as a loud sound echoes through the area, and the rubble just kind of gets demolished and pulverized. And inside is what almost looks like a smuggler's den full of decrepit old treasure chests with lots of gold in them.
Not quite what I was expecting, but I guess their gold is our gold.
Or if someone was down here before Ledric.
Yeah, and
Or-
the chests look ancient. Like they're parts of them are rotting and some of the gold is spilling out of them. And it doesn't look like from acid damage, it just looks like from time doing this.
Free money!
Yeah, I guess this is
Was that you or Kira?
That was me coughing.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess this is Mars for the taking.
And I need each of you to roll a d4 too.
Okay.
4.
3-2. 4-4-3-2.
Alright, so Malcolm, roll a d4 again.
4.
You find a... Oh, wait. You find a sphere on the ground.
Ooh, shiny.
And who got the second 4?
Dante, I
Nice.
believe.
Roll a d.
I still can't see.
Roll another d4, Dante.
4.
Another
Wow.
4. Okay.
Orbs, orbs, orbs.
There is a bangle you find. And what did you get, Nick?
Nick got a 2.
All right, roll a d. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Roll a d7. As if those
But
exist.
there aren't any 7-sided
The
dice.
mythical D7.
7.
All right.
Where the average it rolls is a 4. It doesn't make any sense.
You find a kind of a magical ledger with checkboxes on it.
Okay.
And finally, you also got a 3, right? Right, Proteus?
I got a 3.
Yeah, roll a d7 again.
Okay. Because Nick got a 2. 3.
You find. You find. A quill.
Hi.
What?
You find a Fennekin wearing a shotgun profile picture.
Oh, is this one of those quills? That's the question.
It looks like a writing quill. And there's 17,000 gold here.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
so we got 17,000 bucks in total, so that's 4,250.
I assume Kira's probably going to want some of this.
I would like some too.
So yeah, you're going to have to divide that by 5.
3,400 then.
Thanks. I just had a thought. Maybe we should destroy this place.
That sounds like a good idea, honestly.
I can get the equipment to do so, but I don't want to bring anyone down here. Well, I do, but I don't think there's much in the way of proof down here.
No.
Yeah, it's more or less just a bunch of slime.
Well, I mean, we should probably take you should take Ledric's journal at the very least,
Yeah, I got it.
because that is evidence whether or not people actually want to believe it.
There was also a safe in that room too. In the one with the where you found the journal.
Okay,
Oh.
well, I probably would have tried to lockpick that thing.
All right, and I want you to also roll 3d6 for me, Malcolm. There's the other ones I forgot to do.
Oh, okay. Wrong notation.
It was the correct notation.
Right notation, I just didn't hit tab.
Mm-hmm.
8.
What was each of the d6?
Oh, 2, 5, 1.
So there was a spell scroll of chameleon skin, a scroll of zip it, and a scroll of pins and needles.
Okay.
Who the frick made those spells?
And you're going at the safe, Proteus?
Yeah.
Do a dexterity, basically a sleight of hand.
Okay, well, I have thieves' tools,
Yeah,
so that'll give me advantage.
Do
And
you
then
want my
I
last
have the
BI?
gloves of thievery and the BI, I suppose. Natural 20, 31.
Yeah, you open it up and there is a book inside.
Oh boy, is this another spell book?
It isn't, and it is. As you go through it, it's the kind of theories on biomancy penned by Ledric.
Wait, Ledric came up with biomancy?
Ledric's research.
It's theoretical. It's not developed.
Oh.
But you could do this.
Ledric's theories were put in that safe.
So, by giving Wolveric those shrooms, I probably made him exceptionally powerful if he knew any of this stuff.
And in the book is the spells Pins and Needles, Chameleon Skin, Endo Leech, Preserve, Zip It, and Frog Skin.
Well, we'll have to look at those later.
Yeah, for now, we've got one last place we need to go to.
As before, this is kind of a tight, it leads to a very tight tunnel that it gets kind of unbearable at places. So, if you're gonna go down here completely, you'd have to do acrobatics checks for everyone. If you're gonna, yeah, like, you could turn back before it gets too bad, but if you want to keep going, then you're gonna have to do acrobatics checks.
Are there some of us that it'd be easier to do?
No, it's just that bad. Like, even
Okay.
even the small guys would be hard.
I'm thinking we still want to go, but
Well, yeah, we want to, but the question is, do
Well,
you really
that's-
think every single one of us is going to be able to make that acrobatics check? And then
No,
we'll have
but-
to make it getting out.
no, but I still think it's, I don't know, maybe worth trying to get a. Wait a second. No, the slime's acidic. It's probably not safe to touch.
Yeah, well, we can do the oil trick again.
Yeah, I was thinking we could use the oil to make ourselves slick, but the oil's not acidic. The oil's acidic, so-
None of you have gaseous form prepared.
Oh, I do have gaseous form. It's just I can only use it on one dude.
Well, only one dude needs to go in to find out what's in there and then come back out.
All right, well, that should probably be me then,
Yeah,
because I have a means of getting out beyond just being a gaseous man.
All right, go Proteus.
I guess if you
Once
want to
again,
do
go places the rest of the team cannot.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
All right, I will drink the gaseous form potion and go through.
All right. So, yeah, you turn into a cloud, and you begin going slowly moving, but kind of seeping through all the cracks. And you get past the worst of it, but then you realize you're kind of in the sewers.
It just keeps getting better and better.
And so at this, like, and it you kind of went through a crack in the sewers to get into the sewers proper rather than these, like, tight tunnels. So I'll give you the opportunity to go back with your remaining half an hour, or I don't know, stay in the sewers.
Like, is there much of value in the sewers going on here?
It depends on. Right now, you'd wager you're kind of close to Tavern Row, judging by the lay of the land.
Like, does the area look like it's been actively maintained, or
Do
like slimes have been through it?
do a nature check.
I asked about the slimes.
And that's apparently what's associated with them.
Let's see. 23. Kira taught me well.
Yeah, you can see it in the water and just the trails left behind that the slimes were using this to and perhaps even get to the where the cargo is. And it would explain why they were seen in the river going through Loomhausen, and why they were cropping up near that area.
Yeah. I'm going to leverage a guess, but I don't think it would head towards the Deuterium Corporation's main building, given the fact that if the Slimes had the opportunity to show up in office, they probably would have done so.
There are some heading in that direction. They seem to either be going in that direction of where the Deuterium building is, and just generally the river.
Wait, you got another way back, correct?
Yeah, let me go double check.
Yeah, check just to be sure, but I think following the slimes in the general direction of Deuterium might show like where they're thinking of going, and if they're going something like that, we could use that ourselves. So I think if you've got a way back, that'd be very good scouting information.
It's like crazy cramped for like half an hour of length, right?
Yeah, getting through that, and your reduced speed as a gaseous form cloud.
Yeah. How much speed do you have as a gaseous form cloud?
Like you're like 10 feet.
10, I'm pretty sure.
Like 10 feet. So
I think you
moving-
should come back, because even if you were to scout out there, I mean, it's like we're in a city.
yeah,
You're gonna
we'll find we will find another manhole to fall in, I'm sure. Yeah, I will begin to head back
All right, and you see,
so I don't get eaten.
and you see as a Zoro, a Santler face shaped cloud just freeforms in front of you.
I'm like, actually, that might be. Yeah. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I'm like, can you cast spells while you're a gaseous form?
I don't know.
Or maintain concentration, for that matter?
I mean, you can maintain concentration on gaseous form, because otherwise the spell would be kind of useless.
Yeah. I know you can't talk while you're in that.
So you wouldn't be able to use verbal components, but you could probably use, like, somatic.
Oh, interesting. They changed that. You can talk now.
Oh.
No, the card.
But if you use the magic action, it ends.
It says the target can't talk or manipulate objects at the bottom there.
Ah, there it is. I just read the manipulate objects part. Yeah, I can't attack or cast spells.
Yeah.
Well, either way, you're coming back, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it shapeshifts you, so I don't know if this guy's self would still work.
Well, it would work because it's not concentration, so it's still an effect. It's just you're a cloud, and then you're not a cloud. So you're back now.
Would have been.
I will
Warnock.
come back as a Zoro because the disguise self lasts for 1 hour and I can't reapply it because I can't cast spells.
Oh, that is true. And I guess she'll see this and be like, "Is there anything else you're hiding?"
Probably.
I mean, we'll explain all the things you need to know from us later. Proteus is just his own thing.
Okay, well, I find out he's Monoborn and that he's not a Stantler. So, is there anything else you're hiding from me? You know, I liked you guys at first, but now it seems like you're hiding a lot.
Well, yeah, we're hiding a lot. We're trying
Yeah.
to find out all the bad guys are. We're trying to find out who the bad guys are, who the good guys are. We can't just go around saying, hey, this is a bad guy, because then you're going to get, like you said, a whole bunch of people all mad at each other.
I guess
We're just trying to keep people from getting mad at each other and killing each other.
I guess that's fair enough. Fido
We
seems
don't
to have calmed
exactly-
down too.
We don't exactly keep secrets because we like it.
Yeah. Like I guess if you want more transparency, our one of our points of contact is the MDRA, but
And what do they want?
they want a monopoly on the rocks, and I'm not really inclined to give it to them. However, they've also been useful in getting closer to Deuterium.
Malcolm just kind of gives him a glance and then he says, that ain't how she worded it. The way she worded it, she believes that there's something going on. She believes that someone in the school is using the ether when they're not supposed to. So she just wanted us to go into the school and figure out who was using it, if anyone, and we found out there is someone using it. Then he just kind of gestures to the slime pool.
It's Wolverine.
And we got wrapped up in a whole bunch of other people's stuff. Yeah, Wolverick.
Well, probably.
Well, I say we don't let the Hallowed Flames or the MDRA deal with that. We should just give him what for what he's done.
Well, that's still going to get us caught up with Deuterium with no ways out. Fortunately, the MDRA has offered a way out if we do try to handle it ourselves, in which case we will be enslaved to their whims because they can hold that over our heads for the rest of time and send us on missions that they want. What a great deal!
Well, that sounds like the MDRA.
Yeah.
Always doing things in the shadows and wondering why
I'm
people
trying
don't like
to-
them.
They've gotten us far enough into this school that we were able to find out who Wolverick is, and I kind of don't really want to continue dealing with them for obvious reasons. I would hope you would understand.
There are contact, but that doesn't mean we're strictly doing things the way they fully want us to.
Well, I can see to it that this place is filled with cement. Demolished and filled with cement, and your theater can go up. But as I said, I'm not going to stop here.
That's why we made our deal. Be
Yeah.
very careful, though. But once we reach our hotel, we'll explain more of what that rock is, and you'll know A, why we keep it a secret, and B, you'll understand. You'll know to be very careful.
Well, it's going to take a couple of days to make sure this goes through. So I won't be able to be in contact with you for a few days while I see to this.
All right, then come to our hotel once you're done seeing to everything.
Yeah. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. And you take you're going to go back the way you came?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you could do the sewers if you want to, but yeah,
No, too sneaky.
you go back the way you came, and Dante gets stuck a few times, but you managed you've cleared enough of it to make it so those are like far and few between, and you eventually emerge back at the Blue Rose Theater's kind of under area as you help each other out. Okay, I'm going to tell Giovanni about what we're going to be doing here. I don't know if you want to talk to him.
I mean, I think it works.
So if you have something else to do today, then you can probably do that. And I guess I owe you thanks. It was an eye-opener, and I'm glad we saved Ledric in a degree.
We at least let him find some actual rest.
Yeah, and you know the truth now.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to go and tell anyone. For the time being, anyway.
Yeah. Like I said, that'll lead to your death, so for now, just we'll find. I don't know how we're going to blow this open, but we'll find a way to blow this open, and that's when you can blow that open too.
All right. I'll see you later then. Say bye, Fido. He's just kind of
Bye, Fido.
blorping around his jar. Yeah, and she'll let you go back above the stage.
All right.
We go back above the stage, all like beat up and covered in sludge and patchy fur.
Yeah, it's like, oh, and Giovanni says, oh, bye, what? And then kind of Kira cuts off. Don't worry. We handled it. You should be ready to open in a few days. We're just gonna use some cement. There's just gonna be some paperwork. Everything's okay. All right, guys.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay, heavens. You were in the show, Proteus. So be sure to take some R&R. You excuse my French, but you look like crap.
Yeah, well, goes with the line of work of dealing with slimes, I suppose, not the elegance of an actor.
And so it's all taken care of then. And she says, yes, it was. They shouldn't be. In fact, I don't think they should be a problem to Limhausen anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll wrap up things with you, Mr. Giovanni. We just need to do a few things to just make sure they don't appear in the theater again. We're just going to be filling up that hole with some cement and just demolishing where the oozes seem to gather together. It shouldn't be a problem. Should take a day or two. Your show is in 5 days, so it should all line up properly. And Giovanni says, "Oh, thank heavens! Thank you, you four, you five. Thank you so much."
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'll tell you all the details. Just come with me, and she's gonna take him away.
All right. Then, yeah, I think we'll head off on our way too.
Okay.
Now we're gonna stop by and see Anna.
Yep.
Okay, so you're gonna go to the bazaar.
Yeah.
Oh, she's all the way back over there then?
Fine, somebody needs to go buy potions anyway, who's very tall and gets stuck in cramped spaces.
And the rule I'll make now is it just costs double the price for in terms of scrolls, it's just double the price it would be to describe them.
Yeah, that's the easiest way.
Yeah.
Instead of, hold on, where's the on this sheet?
Yeah. Okay, so you are someone who's gonna go to the bazaar?
I feel like
All of you?
I feel like all of
Everyone?
us.
All right.
Yeah,
Now
I
that
don't
you're
see.
rich,
You know, we're rich.
We're rich.
let's spend 10 gold, that's nothing, and just wait a few days. Yeah. All right, so you will take the lightning rail to the bazaar, and you're gonna go check up on Anna.
Yeah.
And yeah, you see her selling her wares again in like pitched conflict with other merchants.
course.
giving rude gestures to each other.
How does greeted do a rude gesture?
It's like connecting like just the two elbows together and like signaling it.
Mates, you how do you answer?
But yeah, she sees you coming her way. Oh, did you get kicked out of the theater too?
Yes
Not.
and no.
Yes, yeah, pretty much. We solved that problem, so the theater is back on.
Oh, that is excellent. Then we can go back there and start merchandising again. I thought those apothecaries were just job killing socialists because they kicked me right out of there.
There it is.
Nah, they'll still be there, but they're reupholstering the foundation, so the theater doesn't collapse on us.
Okay, well, that I was going to ask you to deal with that quickly because getting kicked out of there was not on my plans.
Yeah,
But
me neither.
I've had some success out here every now and then without these. She flips off one of the next merchants and she flips her. These others here.
Oh, good to hear.
Well, why you here? You want to buy something?
Yeah, Dante, how many potions do you need?
Oh gosh.
Malcolm's gonna buy a greater healing potion.
All right, that's 150.
I gotta
Okay.
do the math.
So they have at the bazaar you can get. Where are my dice? And you. Okay, so there will be a total of 6 healing potions, and you've just bought one of them. There is
Greater, you mean, or
no. There's 5. Oh wait, there's 5 greater, so 4 now. And there's
probably
2
shouldn't
superior.
grab those. Oh,
Superiors are 300.
Uh,
2 greater. So I'm
I
probably just
think- I
grabbing the
think-
4 greater.
I think Nick's gonna take one of the superiors for 300.
All right, one
I'll
left.
take a superior for 300 gold, Bob.
So there's
Does Malcolm want the other superior? Because I think
Sure.
all right. So 0 superiors left.
and I'm grabbing the 4 graders.
All right. 4 graders are gone. There's 6 regular healing potions left.
Like 200 gold or 600.
Does the MDRA have a presence out here selling
Yeah,
stuff?
they sell potions.
Do they also sell spell scrolls?
Yes. Yes, they do.
All right, this is how I will continue my studies without the stupid school then.
But you have to actually buy them and then pay to put them in.
Yep.
Double cost.
Yeah, I just have to go find the scribing table. I know it's here somewhere. All right. It's 300 for level 3 spells.
I have it like pinned,
So-
I believe. Yeah.
Oh, it's pinned.
Yeah. Scribing scrolls. And instead of
Yeah.
days, it's hours.
Yeah, luckily I don't have to do that part. I'm just gonna start buying things.
Okay.
All right, I will first buy major image. Well, I'm probably gonna send Nick to do it for me, but
Yeah.
Major image, counter spell, and dispel magic.
You're still paying for it, but yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Nick'll be the one to go off and buy it for you. Well, grab it for you.
Let's see, that's 369. Actually, 200 for twos.
And they sell the potions too.
Yeah. This.
And they sell only up to level 3.
Ah, okay. Well, we can get blur or invisibility if you...
I think invisibility would probably be pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, blur is a self spell. Never mind. I'll get invisibility as a spell scroll. I don't even know if I'll put it in, but I'll have it as a scroll, which is never bad. Let's see. Major image counters. Dispel magic.
How much were the regular healing potions again?
50.
50.
15. There were 5 of those. Honestly, those are good to just have for the...
All right, that's 1,100 bucks gone in the spell scrolls alone, as I will slowly absorb them into my spell list.
I guess we're just buying up all the healing potions, because I'm just going to get the healing potions, also the basic ones.
Alright.
Dante walks into the Hannah's healing potion and says, supplies and says, I'll take them all.
We go through them so fast.
Okay. Is there anything else you're doing?
Yeah, while she's distracted with Dante doing commerce, and Malcolm is going to take the Mana-born detector note, and he's going to say, "Hey Anna, I found a piece of paper. It has words on it here at your place, and I've been learning to read now, so I'm going to read it for you. See, it says Upway," and then he holds it up and shows it to her.
What are the conditions of it again?
Regular people see Updog, and Mana-born see Henway.
Yeah.
So, non-Manaborn will see Updog,
Yes.
and Manaborn will see Henway.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you said it says Headway?
I said it. I said Upway.
Upway? Yeah, you're not reading that right.
Not. He takes it, looks at it again, and he holds it up to her and says, "What's it say?"
It's a stupid joke.
Well, yeah, but what's it say?
The point of it is the reader is supposed to say, "What's up, dog?"
Okay, I got it.
I hope you were not.
That's not a very good joke.
Yeah, I know. That's why I wasn't gonna even humor it.
Yeah. Okay, done.
Well, since you seem to have solved the issue, is it safe for me to pack up and go back there and, start on the merchandising again?
I think they might be still cleaning things up, so it might take a day or two, but you could check right now.
Well, I think I should certainly. And she begins pushing in her cart in her little storage and puts down the steel grate and locks it. I think I'm going to be heading over there now.
All right.
Bye, Anna.
Bye. Good doing business with you.
Yep.
You are currently in the Merchant Avenue.
All right. Is there anything else we want to do today? I can't really think of anything.
Not really, no.
I can
Well, I guess
always start burning those spell scrolls.
I guess we could look at the clinking glass, but I think we agreed there's nothing really we want to ask there as of right now. So
Yeah. What time of the day is it?
It's about late afternoon. Well, afternoon. It's about 3 p.m.
Okay, 3 p.m. Okay, let me think. The only thing I really want to do is go back to the school and ask Elias, and I can't remember the other guy's name, if school will be open tomorrow.
Boy.
Is that what you're doing?
Well, I mean, we could probably just show up there tomorrow for that, though.
Yeah, I guess so.
Unless you
Well,
want to
I-
spend some of your money again, because
Well,
you had to spend some to get here.
well, technically, we'd be taking the lightning rail to get back over to the hotel, anyways. And if we take the lightning rail to the school to the hotel lightning rail is free for us automatically. So you'd just be paying for the lightning rail to get to the school. You'd just be paying it once, regardless if we were going to school or going to the hotel room. So
He's right.
technically, I suppose it doesn't hurt to ask.
Here to
And even if
here
we
we
decided
pay,
to
here
save
here
10,
we
if we decided to save 20 gold, we could just walk home if we've got nothing else to do.
Oh, I don't
That would
think that's
be
a good idea.
That would be us walking from here all the way back.
Yep.
Yeah, I
All
don't
right,
think.
all right. Let's just take the lightning rail.
All right. So you're gonna hop on a lightning rail, pay 10 gold
Yep.
again, as you go to here.
Yeah.
All right. And you're gonna go to the school.
Yeah, just ask the security if school will be open tomorrow or if it's going to be locked down longer.
All right. So you approach the school and roll a d6 for me. One person.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, dang it.
3.
You do see you see Elias kind of looking around, and there seems to be more of the steel defenders marching around too.
Okay. The entrance is like barred off, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's like standing on the other side and he's like waving one of his legs and he's like, Mr. Elias! Mr. Elias!
Ah. He goes like, "You better not be plotting anything, are you?" He starts flashing a flashlight in your eyes.
Meh. And no, I just wanted to know if school's gonna be open tomorrow or if it's gonna still be locked down.
No, it's going to be open tomorrow, and we're going to have tighter security. Appears to be a break-in of sorts in the teacher's lounge, and we're making sure nothing happens like that again. It appears that Soulshade's strange magic was not enough to protect our good school from such things.
Oh, that's good. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then.
Yes, and you better stay in line.
Okay, which line?
The theoretical line. Hypothetical line. Metaphorical line. The line! You better stay in line! And he starts flashing his flashlight in your face more.
I don't know what any of those 3 words mean. Okay, I'll find a line and I'll stand on it. He rolls away.
Very good. Yeah, and then Malcolm reconvenes with you. Unless you guys went up with them.
I mean, we probably didn't go straight to the school, but we're probably like maybe at like the steps or something like that.
We get to go to school tomorrow, guys, but we gotta stand on a line.
Malcolm, that's not.
That's what we call a figure of speech.
Well, why didn't he just say that? He used 3 big words to try to describe it.
And those were.
I don't know. They were big. I don't know what it. Fear-tastical, hypochondrial. I can't even remember the third one.
Just it's nothing, Malcolm. Just you don't have to stand on any lines. Let's go back to the inn.
Well, okay, but we might get in trouble with security.
We'll be fine.
In line.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said in line, and then the weird words.
Okay, it just means not to go acting out or getting into trouble.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Dante.
Just shrugged a little bit.
Okay, Malcolm, shenanigans over. We can go back to the hotel.
All right. So you take the lightning rail free of charge this time and arrive back at your hotel. And it's about 5 o'clock.
All right.
Malcolm's gonna order a salad for dinner.
Yeah. You go back on your little room service speaker. Oh,
Yeah.
your friend your salad. Okay.
Thanks.
And before room service comes up, you feel that feeling again, Malcolm.
Oh.
Oh, guys, it's.
He starts floating as all these iridescent lashes start sparking out, and it just
Oh no, not again.
knocks you all asunder in the room. It just knocks out over all the furniture.
Well, time to see Polly. Oh, I know what's kicking off now.
And you're all level 8.
That's nice, but I really wish you had a less explosive way of doing that, Malcolm.
He's got it just on the floor twitching.
Is he like upside down too?
Yes,
Flailing the legs.
legs flailing.
And as like your room service comes, he like opens the door and then just sees the mess in the room and everyone's just like lying down. Oh, room service will clean that up later for you. Here's your salad.
Thank you.
And then yeah, he leaves you to your salad.
Consume. All right, I think we just rest there.
Okay.
Oh, no, I gotta go get a spell in there if I'm
you're
not
doing
talking or anything.
Bellsy thing.
So you're gonna long rest then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
but-
I will let.
Well, before we have like a few hours before the end of the day, right?
It's about
Oh.
5 p.m. and
Yeah, so I have that's just enough time to go to 11 p.m. to do major image, right?
yeah, I'll let you do it.
Malcolm's gonna read his book too.
All right, yeah, roll the intelligence. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Let me go creep over to Wiz.
You could maybe just do that later.
Mhm.
You wake up on Monday morning then.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna copy one while I sleep too.
Oh, okay.
We're going double time while I have the chance.
Oh, we'll just assume you did that. Well, if you want to play out the rest of whatever is going to happen.
Okay.
all right. Unless we get any arrivals in the morning, like maybe Ivy.
No, she just not come.
Okay. Let's go to school.
Yeah.
Okay, you all want to go to school?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Not do.
All right, you do arrive at Loomhall University with the the gates now open. There seems to be a heavier presence of the steel defenders around now, though, as you see them actually like patrolling now.
All right.
Yeah, they weren't kidding about keeping things on the up and up.
And where would you like to go in the morning?
Malcolm's gonna go to Soul Shade's class today.
Okay.
Nick's gonna go to Eric House's class.
Okay. How are you getting there?
What do you mean by how am I getting there?
What's your route to go there?
Oh.
I know why you're asking, but since Nick probably doesn't, he's probably going through the library that way.
The door is locked and says closed.
That's
How are you supposed to reach Wolverik's class? Eh.
So maybe he's got a different room.
He
That's
definitely
concerning.
does not have that room, yeah.
If you want to know Wolverik's class, I'm sure you could maybe ask the guards or something if Wolverik's in a different area.
It also just he takes the pendant. Wolverick.
It spins around in circles.
Oh, what he guess he's not doing class today if I ask and all the other teachers are accounted for.
Dante's just gonna start naming off the teachers.
Yeah, me too.
Be specific.
Okay, Nick is
Eric
going to
House.
ask Eric House.
Oh.
It points towards his room.
Okay. Nightingale.
It points towards her room.
Soulshade.
It points towards his room.
Wolfrick's already not pointing to anyone.
Ozzy.
It points towards her room.
Mordain.
More
It
days.
spins around in circles.
Owen.
It also spins around in circles.
All right. What was the dean's name again? Let's see if he's here.
Woodrow.
Woodrow.
Zero.
He's down here.
Okay.
Wolfrick and Ordain are not accounted for. Not on campus.
Oh, Nevin.
Nevin, it points up in here.
Okay.
Like I said, I genuinely think you should ask someone about it, but that's
If they
ultimately
were
up to
holding
you.
class somewhere else, it would have pointed us to them. It would not spin in
Well-
circles.
I mean, like, why he's not here or something like that.
Yeah,
You
I
just
guess
ask if
that's
class
fair.
is canceled.
I mean, the dean's right there. He's probably the guy to ask.
Yeah, I guess Wolverik's students are just they'd either be confused as well or they just wouldn't be here.
All right,
there-
fine.
They would just be. If that were the case, they'd just be going to another class in that case, maybe, or just taking the day off. It's the way it's kind of set up here.
Is there
Okay.
anyone else like around the library trying to get in? Like any amount of
Yeah,
crowd
you
here,
do
or-
occasionally see like some students try to get in, look at the sign, look confused, and walk off.
All right, I guess if you're not going to do it, Nick's going to go over to the dean.
Okay. I'm gonna.
Knock first.
Yeah, he's going to knock on the door.
He goes over. This astute-looking Primplop opens the door. and says, "Oh, come into my office. Do you have something to tell me? Just close the door behind you."
Yeah. Nick goes in and closes the door.
Yeah.
Less something to tell you and more some things to ask. I noticed that the library is closed, and when we were trying to figure out where Professor Wolfric might be having classes and tried using his name in the amulet, his name, he didn't appear, so I was both wondering what's with the library situation and what's with Professor Wolfric's classes.
Well, Mordain and Wolveric did not show up for classes today. They did not give us any contact or anything, so we had to cancel the classes, and we had to lock the library with that incident with the Necronomicon. Have you... He kind of looked, eyes shift around. Have you made any headway?
We've got a few ideas, but we don't have any concrete proof about anything yet.
Yes, it worries me that both Mordain and Professor Wolveric did not show up today. It made me think that perhaps maybe they were victims as well.
It's certainly something I'm concerned about too, so I understand. That's also kind of why I asked.
Yes.
But all right. Thank you for informing us. Thank you for informing me.
Yes, I'll let you go on your way. I hope you do make some more headway. This is the first update I'm getting since you started here.
Yeah, sorry. We've got a lot of theories and we are making progress, but we lack a lot of proof for our theories yet, so but we are making strong, at least I believe we're making strong headway.
Well, Estelle assured me you four are reliable, so please, I hope you prove her right.
Yeah, we intend to. Alright, and yeah, he'll leave.
Alright. And so what's the plan for you four now, knowing that information, I guess, if Malcolm's just not going to go to Soulshade?
No, Malcolm's still gonna go to Soulshade.
Okay, and then what are the other three going to do?
Nick's still gonna go to Aracalis.
Alright, and Proteus and Dante?
Just want to get a plan which involves talking to people after the fact, but
Yeah. Did you have a lecture to give today or something?
no.
Well, we can just visit the remain. Well, there's the one person we want to talk to, so you might as well go to that class.
Because we kind of want to talk to Nightingale after the fact, don't we?
Yeah. You're kind of the point of contact there.
So I'm going to Nightingale's class.
And Proteus?
I guess I'll go visit Ozzy, though I really want to go get a patrol update at some point too.
Okay, and then that's where we'll end things then.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll see ya next time.
Okay.
The plot thickens.
Bye.
The ooze thickens. All right.
Oh boy.
I guess we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.